The Basque Country is an autonomous region, a place, a culture, where the Basque language is spoken. Strictly speaking, it's an area straddling Spain and France at the western end of the Pyrenees. They've been speaking Basque here long before the first Roman arrived in 65 BC. It is a very old language. How old, like the question of how far back their history goes and where it begins, is not known. The best answer anyone can give you is long, long ago.
What did this area, what did this coastline look like back in the 17th century?
So different, right?
So different.
There's more landscape now. The sea went farther into the land.
Maybe some houses like 3 or 4 there, but the other one wasn't there. The church there wasn't there. That was a small church, maybe. In that mountain, houses watching to the sea was impossible.
All the traditional houses were pointed inland.
Yeah. Before the Industrial Revolution, with no heating systems at home,
Right, the wind would come in.
You couldn't
and
afford watching into the sea because the wind and the humidity make it impossible to maintain that kind of living. So every house that has windows to the sea, it means it's not so old.
Edorta Jimenez and his daughter Irati are both acclaimed authors and proud Basque, and they know as much about their history as can be known. Sea barnacles, or percebes, are much loved here. Steamed briefly with a little salt. Simple, like much of Basque cooking.
Vale.
It's delicious. It's very, very good. I love these.
And thank you for coming.
How long do you think the Basque people lived in this community? Or does anybody know?
25,000 years.
25,000.
Yeah, we are living here.
So you're talking like Cro-Magnon,
Yes.
all the way back.
All the way back.
And the language from here?
Really don't know. It is the only language in Europe that we know of that doesn't have anything to do with the rest of the languages, that doesn't come from the same place.
And the Basque genetic signature is also seemingly unique. I mean, nobody's finding any relatives in anywhere.
They did this research with people's DNA from this area.
Yeah.
And the conclusion was it's the same people that was living here 25,000 years ago.
So do you believe that? The Basque have always been here, that the language has been influenced by nobody else?
And the mystery, Anthony, is that we are in the way.
Yeah.
In the Iberian Peninsula, you have 2 natural ways, 2 natural paths. One is in the Mediterranean side, and the other one is in the Atlantic side. And we are in the way, from the north to the south.
Oh, good.
Across this country.
Good negotiators. Good fighters, good negotiators.
Good, yeah, good know.
You could make the argument that there is no better place to eat in Europe than the city of San Sebastian. There are more Michelin-starred restaurants per capita here than anywhere on Earth. But even the everyday joints are superb. The love of food, the insistence on the very best ingredients is fundamental to the culture and to life here. And it's beautiful. Did I say that? It's a beautiful city.
Es indudable también que yo soy vasco. Y entonces aquí hay una especie de atmósfera gastronómica. Nosotros somos profetas en nuestra tierra. Y además la gente te habla de cocina, vayas a donde vayas. Todo lo solucionamos cocinando. Porque tenemos una especie de fanatismo hacia la cocina. Bueno, no sé. Yo creo que también es otra de las cosas por las cuales yo lo llevo tan adentro, tan en el corazón, ¿no? O en el alma. Pero sí es indudable que el ser vasco para mí es muy importante.
that you go, no?
Yeah, if I'm lost, I'm only lost for 2 minutes. I always find my way.
You find it.
Oh, here he is.
¿Qué tal?
Juan Mari Arzak has been, since I first met him, and his amazing and accomplished daughter Elena, my mentor and friend, steadfast and loyal in every way a person can be. Father and daughter are two of the greatest chefs in the world.
Bueno,
¿Qué tal? Bien. You are happy.
Very. Très content. Yes. I love it here. Osasuna?
Osasuna.
These are what you call Pintxos around here, not tapas. These incredible batteries of delicious, delicious things, generally located near one another so you can easily and very pleasurably go out for what's called a poteo, a bar crawl, grazing for the specialties of each place.
buenas. Aquí estamos. I would like to start with a little bit of beer. What do you think?
Yeah.
Not too much because we are going to other place, Welcome. Gabriela?
Gabriella Ranelli has worked closely with both Arzaks for years and is considered a leading authority on the Basque culinary scene.
You have to move from place to place because the important thing is you have different atmospheres, you have different flavor profiles. People here really like the classics. You know, people go after exactly what they're looking for.
Fried quail egg, blood sausage, and peppers.
This is like a whole breakfast on a piece of bread.
Wait a minute. What's that?
Sea urchin, you want to try some?
Sea urchin with onion and kava.
You are good in eating pinchos, But it's so difficult to stop, no?
Yeah.
Walking anywhere in San Sebastian with Juan Mari Arzak is like walking through Chicago with Michael Jordan or Washington, D.C. with George Washington. He's the godfather, universally beloved and respected.
You're like Elvis. Like Elvis Presley, huh? Why do the Basque, unique among their neighbors, obsessively insist on such high-quality ingredients for everything?
Siempre, bueno, siempre las temporadas, las sesiones, o sea, siempre el producto de aquí.
People have a passion for food here.
Why here?
No se sabe. I don't know.
It's always been this way.
Until about 80 years ago, there wasn't a lot of this stuff written down.
No, no había libros escritos en euskera, nada. Todo era de voz a oído.
Right in here.
Okay. Yeah, I figured we're not walking by here.
Ganbara, my favorite place. I come here every time like a heat-seeking missile.
This is where you'll find Juan Mari on every Sunday.
This is the first place anyone ever brought me in San Sebastian, yes.
Iberico ham with mushrooms are amazing. Crab tartlets, extraordinary.
Oh, man.
But this, the house specialty, what they're most famous for, is the be-all and end-all for me. Seared wild mushrooms and foie gras with a raw egg yolk gently draped over the top to sizzle and commingle with the hot fungi.
This plate, what can you do to make it better?
No, it's
Leave
impossible.
like that.
It's perfect. There's no improving this dish.
No. Now, nobody talks, only we eat.
Right, total silence.
Es que esta casa a mí me relaja. Y no solamente me relaja, sino es donde mejor estoy del mundo, en mi casa, que le llamo a esta mi casa, porque yo nací aquí. Yo soy la tercera generación de mi familia en esta casa, que la hizo mi abuelo. Y luego está mi hija, que es la cuarta generación. Y hay que darse cuenta que para mí estos muros son muy gordos, los de esta casa, muy gordos, muy gordos, muy gordos. Y además creo que los espíritus de la familia están ahí dentro y me transmiten tranquilidad, me transmiten estar bien, me transmiten, no sé, pues instintos. Yo me divierto muchísimo y para mí además la creatividad para mí es imprescindible para poder seguir adelante en mi vida. Porque si tuviese que no tuviese el restaurante, no sé qué sería de mí.
Well, how old is the restaurant?
since 1897.
1897, starting with great-grandparents.
I feel at home at this table. It is not my first time here by a long shot. I am among friends who feel now like family.
Yo vivía aquí en una habitación que daba a un comedor y que, bueno, pues aquí, porque mi madre hacía muchos pequeños banquetes, todo muy popular, ¿eh? Porque mi padre se murió cuando yo tenía 8 años y soy hijo único. Fui muy mimado por todas las camareras. Entonces yo primero hice, bueno, ayudaba a mi madre y luego ya pues me hice un año de arquitectura. En Madrid había un amigo allí que estaba en la escuela de hostelería y me dijo que era muy sencillo porque eran 3 años. Que los fines de semana podías ir a hacer extras de cocinero por ahí por el mundo, pues viendo. Empecé con Bocuse, Troagro, Chapelle.
So how many years in the restaurant business?
Ahora tienes 74, ¿no?
74, con 23 años ya me quedé aquí. Bueno, estuve con mi madre. Mi madre me dejó el restaurante en herencia porque era hijo único y además me dejó dinerito. Yo he tenido mucha suerte.
In 1976, 12 Basque chefs, under the influence of the recently emerged Nouvelle Cuisine movement in France, formed what later became known as the Gang of 12, committing themselves to both modernizing and protecting the culinary traditions of their culture. Juan Mari Arzak was at the forefront of that effort. His daughter, Elena, continues to honor both that commitment and that responsibility. The food is innovative, wildly creative, forward-thinking, but always, always Basque. Marinated prawns on lemongrass and mint with beetroot and crunchy krill.
For us, it's the essence of the sea.
Oh, man.
Roast pigeon with mastic and potato.
And this pigeon is really very tender, you will see.
I love it.
Hay dos cosas importantes en nuestra cocina. La materia prima, que siempre es local, y luego los ingredientes.
Grilled hake jowls with teff seeds and fresh almonds, served in a bamboo leaf.
La materia prima, ya te digo que es de aquí, pero los ingredientes pueden ser de todo el mundo. Tienen que gustar a nuestra cultura.
Grilled monkfish with a pecan paste and hieroglyphics of pumpkin and sweet pea.
Was it always like this? I mean, his mother, his grandmother, was it always a menu that changed every day? What did you have to have on the menu?
Por la cocina tradicional.
Por ejemplo, ¿qué plato?
Gambas de Huelva, luego merluza al horno, luego luego dar solomillo o pollo. Porque lo bueno que tiene la cocina vasca, es que es muy general de gusto.
White tuna with green melon and a jackfruit sauce.
Yo tengo el paladar de la cocina de aquí. Con eso puedo hacer, pues no sé, puedo hacer todo lo moderno que quieras, creatividad, pero siempre con nuestro gusto. Entonces, porque hay que tener en cuenta, y ahora cuando hacemos los platos nuevos, que hacemos unos 50 al año, siempre tenemos que tener en cuenta ese paladar.
Squid with walnut ginger paste, psyllium sauce, and black tomato.
So you ever going to take off the chef jacket? What is his plan?
¿Qué es tu plan para más tarde?
Yo nada, yo San Sebastián.
I knew he was going to say this.
Y morirme en esta mesa.
He would like to die at this table.
I like.
Not tonight. Not tonight.
Pronto no. No. Hoy no.
Si yo es donde mejor estoy aquí, en el restaurante.
I first came here in, I think, 2001, 15 years ago. You know, my father died very young. But look, I'd like him to know that since the first time I came here, I feel like he's looked after me like a father. He's been a loyal and good friend and a supporter. And I want him to know I appreciate it.
Quiere que sepas que desde 2001, cuando vino la primera vez, tú le has cuidado como un padre.
Como si fuese su padre, yo. Como si yo fuese su padre.
I mean, he's only 14 years older than me, but
Solo le llevas 14 años, pero
Not too much, eh?
no, could be my older brother.
el hermano mayor.
Yes, this.
Better.
It's better. I am the big brother.
Yes, big brother.
No, the father is okay.
But thank you
Thank you. Venga.
for everything. Do we drink Spanish wine? Do we drink French wine? We drink French wine.
French wine.
Okay, good.
We're in the town of Ahetz at La Ferme Ostalapia. Mireille Gert was born in Spanish Basque Country, but raised in France.
We've got a very good quality of life here. The sea, the mountain, the sun,
And the food.
and the food.
Things are different here. The relationship between Basque and French cultures has always been more graceful and less contentious, and you can see it and feel it and taste it at the table. Ventrèche de thon, or tuna belly with tomato carpaccio. Pigeon, roasted and then flambéed, served with a terrine or pâté of the same bird.
On this side of the border, are the chefs as creative or more traditional?
They're more influenced by the French cuisine, which is more complex. On the other side, we simplify. Here, it's a little bit more complex.
Why is the food so good?
Because we like eating. That's the main point. Why are we going to use things which are in the freezer? You're going to try to do it always fresh, very simple, but with very good things. I would say that what describes the Basque cook. It's really simple, but fresh.
Sozietateak garrantzi handia daka kulturan, azkenean kulturaren parte da. Restaurante baten antzekoa. Hemen jendea lagunak biltzen gera, nahi degunean, adiskidea artean. Eta kanpoko jendeari bai atentzioa deitzen dio, sozietate desberdinak daude. Eta nik oraintekan gogoratzen da nire aitona nola 90 urte baino gehiagokin etortzen zan onera. Eta lagunekin ardo botila bat ireki eta txorixo pixkatekin, bereekin hitz batzuk egin eta disfrutatu momentu horretaz. Guztiak lagunak era, hemen, gaude ekonomi aldetikan eta politika aldetikan, maila desberdinetako jendea eta guztiak hemen berdinak gara. Bai txiroena eta bai azkenean aberatsena berdinak gara, pertsonak gara eta hortan hori da hemengo funtsa.
There is no better city for food than this one. You know, look, it's going to be a problem because you're going to have like millions and millions of tourists coming here to eat, you know, every year more.
Now we are being discovered not only by foreigners, by Spanish people.
Yeah.
This is what I heard.
The only people from Spain that came here all the time were people from Barcelona,
Catalonia, of course.
Catalonia, absolutely, and some people from Madrid, some people.
So-called bro food, in fact, predates the advent of the Kobe slider or donkey sauce, and probably even the high five. Chocos are private and historically all-male gastronomical societies, though that gender rule has changed with the times. It is still strictly Basque and strictly members only.
So was everybody born here? Are you from San Sebastian?
San Sebastian.
Well, everybody.
We are very lucky that we are just here, surrounded by the sea, the mountains, the green mountains. So in just 1 hour distance, you have any kind of fresh product.
We consider food as a part of our culture. I mean, the importance it has in our daily life. I mean,
This is the best example right here.
Yeah.
There's one thing that my dad always says: we may not have money to go on holidays or to buy a new car or even to buy new shoes, but food, so important.
So good.
Who cooks rotates between members. Tonight, it's Pablo. The menu, diced raw tuna, grilled prawns with green sauce.
You notice that we don't like herbs or spices at all.
Nothing. We don't.
So the most we use parsley. And then,
garlic.
Of course, garlic, onion all the way.
Yeah.
Because, people have the idea if you add many spices and herbs to something that you're cooking here, you might be suspicious about maybe it's not fresh.
Not fresh. Yeah.
You want to take this food and put in another country, maybe Moscow, maybe New York, it's impossible to cook in this way, and people don't understand.
Now, someone I was talking to yesterday had a theory. She said the men talk about the difference between things. The difference between this bicycle and that bicycle. The difference between this bicyclist and that bicyclist. And that this is an innate part of the Basque culture.
I don't think it's exclusively from here. I think this is something that comes well from Franco years.
Where's Franco buried, by the way?
Oh, in Madrid, Valle de los Caídos.
En el Valle de los Caídos.
Big gravestone, or they just sort of roll him into a ditch?
It's a huge place.
If you were, I'm not suggesting you do this, but if you were to visit Franco's grave, unzip and take a piss on it, would you be arrested?
Yeah.
No, you would be in the news all around the world.
Would that make you popular or unpopular?
Popular.
Popular, yeah.
For the main, fried hake cooked with chicoli and steamed clams.
So what's the best thing about this city for you? I mean, you've lived here your whole lives.
Having so many things so near. I mean, I have France near, I have all the coast near, I have the mountains near, I have very, very good gastronomy.
It's the way of life.
And it's a way of life.
It's the way of life. You are able to keep the very same group of
can
friends
see it here.
till you are old.
You can see it
Because, yes, that table.
And they're in 40s, and I'm sure they know each other from they are 10 or 5 years old. And they keep on coming here every week and have dinner here. Every week.
Here.
Ipar Amerikako lehen oinarria Euskal arrantzaleek zuten ezarria Gure hizkuntzak ere nundu jatorria Igual itxasondotik gorantzi gorria Itxasoa bezala da Euskal Herria Beti da zarra eta beti da berria.
This place, deep in the Echondo Valley, about an hour outside of San Sebastian, is Etxebarri, one of the greatest, most iconoclastic, and most loved by chefs restaurants in the world. It is in every way extraordinary.
Sometimes with chefs, we sit around and we play this game. If you had to die at one restaurant, what would your last meal, what restaurant would you like your last meal at? And they were coming up with restaurants, and I said, well, what about Etxebarri?
Etxebarri.
And they all changed their answer. They said, oh, no, you're right, that place. It's so perfect.
My lunch companion is my old friend, Virginia Irizar. With her father, she runs the Escuela de Cocina Luis Irizar, her father being Luis Irizar of the original group of 12, and the man who first showed me, well, everything in San Sebastian.
Your dad's first job, I hear, was at the Maria Cristina. Is that true? He started there?
16 years old. His first duty was to keep the white wine ice cold for the chef. Otherwise, they were in trouble.
It's understandable. So what did they do that was different?
They did try to modernize Basque traditional food, make it less heavy, less greasy, that sort of thing.
And this man, Victor Arganzones, is a legend. He is a master of what looks austere and simple, but is in fact, in an almost Japanese way, fetishistically perfectionist in his treatment of local ingredients. Victor cooks everything himself, from his own charcoal, made from wood he cuts himself. Chorizo, which he makes from Iberian pork loin, served over a tiny little grill, still smoking and infusing it with scent and flavor.
Well, it was...
Oh, so good.
Grilled razor clams.
So good, so simple.
Beluga caviar, however improbably it sounds, grilled and heaped over almond paste.
Excuse me, I'm gonna have to take a picture of this. I want to make other people feel bad about what they're eating.
Grilled gambas, perfectly cooked prawns.
It's huge.
Yeah.
This is, wow.
Line-caught squid, grilled and served in its own ink.
Beautiful. It's very nice.
And the most delicious King Hell Galician beef chop, grilled, perfectly rested, and ready.
Ooh, look at that. Why are the ingredients so good? I mean, the basic ingredients are always super high quality everywhere. Where does this come from?
I think it's just that we wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, it's as simple as that. Claro, para mí todo ha sido fácil y todo ha sido bonito, que es lo más importante. Yo siempre suelo pensar que hay que estar, claro, si no tienes creatividad, estás como muerto. Hay que pensar como un niño. El día que no pienses, tú vas a una plaza y ves ahí a los niños todos los días, o sea, siempre hacen cosas distintas y siempre están contentos. Y yo, bueno, a mí lo que me gusta es estar siempre ahí, como los niños. Como un niño, que el niño no tiene fronteras. Y no hay que tener fronteras. No, yo no sé si esto es difícil o no, pero para mí, desde luego, no.